Everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for Cleveland, the wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA.
Look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for Mitchell. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. MP's checked in. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. They get the rebound, and Giannis gets it to go.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Pass to Allen. And here is Garland. Thomas covering. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Takes a three. Again, Thomas missing. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the Ravens stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
And Giannis with the basket on the assist by MP. Antetokounmpo's got 6. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Garland against Thomas. Garland the pass to Strus. Here's Tyson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And stolen by Hunter. Strus passes to Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 11. To the middle. Giannis is double. MP outside. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight. He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Outside Garland. Strus against Thomas. Kicks it out to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so MV will bring it up for the Bucks. 11-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Back to Thomas. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. MP's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Jared Allen has been on display for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Then it's Bryant. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Tyson in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. There's Thomas with the 3. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Mitchell tiles it up from distance.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Here's Thomas. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Down low. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Taurean Prince comes in for A.J. Green. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. And it's time for an injury report.
Well, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Milwaukee. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. Still, they're not the same without the play injury. So 100% or not, he's back on the court. Guys?
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
It's always a bit of a relief to know things aren't as serious as they might have been. Hope to see him back really soon.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you guys.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Who's in the corner? The Cavaliers again can't hit. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus. Showing the quickness right there, just tough to keep up with it.
Antetokounmpo kicks to MP. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. MP's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
3 trifectas here in the second quarter. He is absolutely feeling it. He's got 4 total for the game.
Aid from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Prince finds MP. Portis, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing them
on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he gets the bucket.
Assertive there by Garland. Terrific off the bounce and just able to get by the defense.
Thomas dishes to Giannis. Giannis drives in. Thomas passes to Giannis. Back to MP. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
He is lighting them up from deep this period. This team has made a concerted effort to make sure he continues to get shots.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Bucks. Turner comes in for Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter subbed in for Rollins. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland finds Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. Mitchell sets the screen for Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thomas with the ball. Garland picks him up. And MP throws it down.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
1:53 left to play in the first half. Mobley kicks to Garland. Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee leading by 4. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Turner.
Going to need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
And then Thomas with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Giannis passes to Thomas. Mobley against Antetokounmpo. MP dishes to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. They get it back. Prince outside. Porter finds MP. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Using his size. Giannis.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Cavaliers, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, This next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, they're playing within themselves, getting to their spots and working the ball to whoever is open.
Efficiently building out that lead. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Miles Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Prince. And Thomas subbed in for Rollins.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Thomas. Portis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
MP's shot is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Mitchell. Good! Donovan Mitchell down low. So it's the Bucks now. Porter kicks to MP. Kuzma passes to Thomas. Kuzma outside. Here's the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Thomas. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kuzma passes to Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket for Mitchell.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Bucks on top. They're up by 1. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Anthony finds MP. Capping off the break, MP.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Pass to Wade. And here is Strus. Mitchell outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Giannis right side. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Wade misses. Milwaukee leading by 5. Giannis dishes to Anthony. MP outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Portis a screen on Mitchell. Kicks it out to MP. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A different look now for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Max Strus. Sam Merrill comes in for Mitchell, and it's Garland in for Lonzo Ball. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Turner's checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Garland. MP grabs the miss. Thomas got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
They could use a bucket. Nance, no good. Bucks leading by 9. Giannis passes to MP. Nance with some nice D. Cleveland has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Pass to Tyson. Unloads from 13. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his first 2 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Antetokounmpo off the pick from Thomas. Back to Antetokounmpo. And here is MP. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots the 3. Nance with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Garland with it. Now defended by MP. Merrill gets the bucket.
Oh, nice pass there. Garland with the great vision.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So both teams changing it up here. Bucks leading by 4. Now, here's MP. Here's Porter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. What muscle from Giannis on the finish.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Garland. Mobley a screen on Thomas. Cleared away by Turner. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
MP outside. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the shot will go down.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Here's Mitchell. Allen. Off the glass.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Now MP. MP rattling the rim.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Milwaukee leading by 10. MP powers through the contact inside.
showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Knocks down the three.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Milwaukee.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Ball, trained from outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP, 2 points. That one goes.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP with a double-double in tonight's victory. It seemed like whenever your team needed something, you delivered. Your thoughts?
We trust in one another, you know? And we know who we are and what we're after. When you're on the same page, it's easier to see what your team needs and what needs to be provided. Tonight, I played provider. Tomorrow, it could be someone else.
That's great, MP. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. See you later.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.